Welcome back to GCN Racing and highlights of the third stage of the Volta Algarve. A long one at over 200 kilometres, but with the only two categorised climbs coming in the first third of the stage, this looked to be the final opportunity for the sprinters in the race. Faro the venue for the start, Tavira the finish. Three riders made up the day's breakaway: Jean Martin of Fondation Orbea, Thiago Antunes of Ifapel, and Alexander Grigoriev of Atom General Tavira Maria Nova Hotel. Two teams were controlling things behind, Cofidis looking to set up a sprint for Elia Viviani, and De Koning Quickstep working for both race leader Remco Evenepoel and Stage 1 winner Fabio Jakobsen. With just over 40 kilometres of the stage remaining, the gap between the front trio and the bunch was sitting at 1 minute. And then there was a big crash into a central separating island that saw three riders go down, all from the same team. Three of Trek Segafreda's key classics men in fact: Koen de Kort, Edward Teuns and Jasper Stuyven. It would take some time for Teuns and Stuyven in particular to get back to their feet, but eventually they would, and back on their bikes, and finish the stage. The breakaway were eventually caught just inside 20 kilometres to go. Cue fresh attacks from the main peloton, although that one didn't last particularly long, and it was all together with 10k's to go to the finish. The big sprinters teams all amassed at the front of the peloton, and the general classification riders also trying to stay out of trouble. Inside 3 kilometres to go, and it was the red train of Team Sunweb who'd taken control of the peloton. The question was though, had they started too early? Kees Bol, the big Dutch sprinter, the man that they would be working for. It all started to get a bit scrappy though in the closing kilometre of the race, and the big fight was to get into the final right-hand bend. That mark would come with just a few hundred metres to go, and in the end it was De Koning Quickstep who would lead the whole peloton into that point, Jakobsen a little bit further back. Alexander Kristoff in the white here though, dive bombing in front of the Dutch champion into that turn. In the end, we'd get the answer to our question. Team Sunweb hadn't gone too early. Bol's last lead-out man dropped him off at the perfect place with 200 metres to go. Bol went with Kristoff on his wheel, Jakobsen trying desperately to come past on the right, Modeler of Alpecin Phoenix on the left, but neither were a match for the big Dutchman who crossed the line to take his first win of the season. The overhead shots here show it was Modeler who was coming quickest at the finish. He would finish second on the stage, Jakobsen would have to settle for third, and Kristoff there in fourth. Well, what a win for this man, the fourth of his career, and with the pedigree of the sprinters here in Portugal, that's arguably his most impressive yet. It's a great ride from Daniel Hulgaard of the Uno X team to finish 5th. Mullen was the sprinter for Trek Segafredo in the end coming 6th. Viviani a disappointing 7th. No change in the general classification despite this graphic from the race organisers. It's still Remco Evenepoel in the yellow jersey. He's on the same time as Max Schachmann in 2nd. Dan Martin is 3rd. Rui Costa now down to 4th, courtesy of where he finished on the stage. Tim Wellens in 5th. Make sure you come back tomorrow though for the second hilltop finish of the race.